I'm going to walk in the love of God. You know what happens when you do that? All of a sudden the fear goes away and you have a great time because you're not sitting up there being afraid about what somebody thinks about you. That's their business. Your business is what you do to them. Your business is, I'm going to walk in the love of God. And as I walk in the love of God, you know what? It'll cast out all the fear that I had. As I make my mind up, you know what? I'm going to come up in here. I'm going to come up into this dinner today. It's Mother's Day and there's some people that's going to be coming around that I don't necessarily like. I mean, Uncle Jim, them coming, he get on my last nerve. And Aunt Susie coming, she always thinks she know more than everybody else. No, forget about all that and say, you know what? I'm going to love them in spite of themselves. I'm going to love them in spite of what they do. I'm going to walk in love. You know what happens? You end up going in there and just so full of joy, and you grab them, hey, how you doing, love and honor? They looking at you, what's wrong with you today? Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's all right. I guarantee you, you're going to find out you're going to have the best time because the love of God has casted off the fear. The fear's gone. There is no fear there because you walked in with love. Now, some of you look at me like, do you really think that'll work? I double dog, Dino dare you to go up in that restaurant today and just greet everybody. Hug the waiter. Hug everybody that's around the table. Just make your mind up that here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to sit here and wait until they, become critical of me or all this kind of stuff. I'm just going to love them. And if they ask some very uncomfortable questions, I'm just going to, in love, respond to them in every way. They're going to say something like, look at your hair color. Look at what you did to it. And you'll say, you know what? I did it because I wanted to, praise the Lord. And your hair looks good today. I don't know what you did to it, but I love you so much. Are y'all following what I'm saying? Too many times, even the family gatherings are filled with fear. You know, and you don't feel like being cut down and all this stuff. But the love of God, just make your mind up that you're just going to walk in love. It will cast out fear. Now, here's why I mentioned that first today. I want you to write this statement down. If love is your motive, then honor will be your objective. If love is your motive, then honor will be your objective. All right, now think with me for a moment. We studied motive. We have studied motives. Motives, or I like to say like this, motor. What is it that's moving you? Is it fear that moves you? Are you doing things out of fear? Or is it love that moves you? Are you doing things out of fear, or are you doing things out of love? When love is your motive, then honor has got to be your objective. If your motive, you have a motive in your heart that loving your wife. You say, I love my wife. Well, honor's got to be the objective. You say, I love God. Well, honor's got to be the objective. I love my husband. Then honor has got to be the objective. Children say, I love my parents. Well, honor has got to be the objective. And we are living in an honorless society. Our country, it is one thing that we have lost sight of, and it is honor. And let me tell you something. There are a lot of people that have no idea what honor is all about. Honor is something that used to be, a pretty sound hallmark of this nation, and yet it has become an honorless society. People don't honor their men and women of God like they used to. People don't honor the office of the President of the United States like they used to. There's just certain things you would never, ever say about the office of the President, regardless of who was in it. It was the fact that it was an honorable type of thing. And so when you live honorlessly, then there's something that comes as a result of a lack of honor. When children don't honor their parents, there's something that comes as a result of it. When fathers don't honor their children, when husbands don't honor their wives, what happens when
pastors don't honor their sheep
and they are talked to any kind of way, and even hit? There are some kids that have disrespected and put their hands on their mother. And can you imagine that? This woman gave birth to you, and now you can grow up and put your hands on her? Now, I don't know about all ethnic groups. But where I'm from, it's like I brought you in this world. Hot, dog it, I'll take you out. And honor doesn't appear to be there, and you just don't have honors with students and teachers. There's no honor there. There used to be a tremendous amount of honor where the students would come in and it was yes ma'am and no ma'am, but now the students will cuss the teachers out. They'll cuss the principals out. They'll cuss the superintendents out. No honor at all. None at all. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got to understand honor. So I want to talk to you this morning about what it is. There is a law that governs honor. What is honor? How do you honor in marriage? How do you honor your parents? How do you honor even one another? Have you noticed the criteria where people choose to honor folks? It's political, it's personal, it's not real honor. And I want you to listen to this. I want you to get a hold of what I'm saying. Let's first of all define honor. What is it? What is it? I want you to listen to this carefully now. I'm going to use I want to see if I can paint a picture for you. To honor, to make heavy, to weigh down, or to carry weight. So when you talk about honor, it's to make heavy, it's to weigh down, it's to carry weight. To make heavy, to weigh down, to carry weight. So when you hear honor, those are the words I want going through your head, and I'm attacking this a little differently than we have in the past. So to honor God, using these phrases, to make heavy, to weigh down, to carry weight. To honor God means that His word carries so much weight in your life that nothing else anyone says and nothing happening around you will influence you, because His word carries weight. His word is heavy. His word is what weighs you down. And it's so important because we're talking about honoring God by honoring His word. So likewise in a marriage, I heard an illustration of a marriage. In a marriage, you can honor your wife like steam on a window where you can just wipe it off, or like a heavy piece of jewelry that carries great value. Do you respect and honor your wife enough for them to be able to make a contribution, and then that contribution be respected, to be trusted, to be honored? I mean, when you look at life, whose words hold weight in your life? Whose words hold weight in your life? For me to say I honor my mother also means that her words are heavy, that her words have weight with it, that her words carry weight. It's honor. To honor a man of God, their words carry weight. To honor God, His word carries weight. So who carries weight or influence with you? Who has the greater influence with you? How can you honor a thug, one of your friends, greater than your mother? Are you following what I'm saying? Here's the woman that gave birth to you, the woman that loved you, the woman that cares for you, the woman who's on your side. Should her words have more weight, carry more weight than the person you've been knowing for 3 weeks? Oh, are y'all hearing what I'm saying? This is honor. It's just something about when mother speaks that she ought to be like E.F. Hutton, that we ought to listen. Or the people that we say we respect and that we love. See, to say you love somebody, if love is your motive, then honor's got to be your objective. So if I say I love someone, carry it on out. Am I willing to honor them?